Welcome to the first lesson with me with Speak Out Pre-Intermediate, and this is the book we're going to work on. So would you like to tell me a little bit about you? Would you like to introduce yourself? I believe we have here two of you, so yeah. Who wants to start first? Perhaps Layla, you can tell us a little bit about you.
My name is Layla. I live in Riyadh. I am a student in 12th grade. I'm 16 years old.
Welcome, Layla. Welcome.
Welcome.
I hope you enjoy what we're going to have here. What about you, Sarah? Would you like to tell us a little bit about you?
My name is Sarah. I am 16 years old.
Welcome, okay. Do you live in Riyadh as well?
Yes.
Cool. So do you know Layla or just have
Yes, we are twins.
You're twins?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, interesting. So we have the twins here, Layla and Sarah, and yeah, that would be interesting. So I'm not sure if you have the book or you know that this is the book we're going to work on, but I'm telling you now, and yes, you can print it or download it. Just feel free. And so this is our book, Speak Out, 2nd edition, pre-intermediate. Okay, first things first. Now, let's start with discussing what we're going to tackle in this course. And then we're going to start with Unit 1. So as you can see, this book consists of 12 units. You can see here, like this is Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. 12 units. But of course, in our pre-intermediate course, you're going only to tackle 6 units. You're not going to tackle 12 units. 12 units is like for a very long, huge course. So we're going to tackle 6 units per course. And in the other levels, you have only 10 units. So it's going to be every course, just 5 units. All right. So as you can see here, we have the names of the units we're going to work on. Unit 1 named Life. 2, work. 3, timeout. 4, great minds. 5, travel. And 6, fitness. So as you can see, because you're still in the pre-intermediate level, they're not going to be difficult topics. The topics we're going to work on are kind of easy and like they're like related to the daily life language. So yeah, interesting. Are you excited to start?
Yes.
Good, good. I believe just one answer, it means 2 because you're twins. Are you an identical twins or you're just non-identical? Okay. I don't know if you know the meaning of identical.
I don't know.
You don't know the meaning of identical?
No.
It means exactly the same.
Yes, I think.
Oh, you're both. You look both like both of you. You look the same.
Yes.
Interesting. I hope I can differentiate between your voices. I think I can manage. I think. Do your parents just get confused about who is this one and who is the other one sometimes?
No.
They know you. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Interesting. Okay, so let's get started. Unit 1. Hooray. So life, what do you think this unit is going to be about?
About maybe daily routines.
Okay. So sorry, what was your answer?
Maybe about daily routines.
Maybe about daily routine, maybe about things that we do in life. All right, so let's find out. Let's get started. So let me tell you just a little bit of the structure of this book. For every unit, I would like to call it a module, okay? So let's call this one life, and it has a number like which is 1 here. Let's call it module 1, okay? So for every module, you'll have 4 units. So here you'll have unit 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So we have for every module, we have 3 units that are kind of normal units. We work on skills, different skills in them, like reading, writing, all of those skills. And we have the 4th one, which we work also on our skills there, but this one, the 4th one, always contains a DVD, like a short episode that we watch and we answer questions related to that episode. Okay, so let's start with 1.1. Right, so yeah, it's feeling good. Okay, it looks good. Good start, right? So, all right, let's see what we're going to tackle. They're telling you, think about 3 things that makes you happy. For example, your family, walking on the beach, eating good food, and let's compare your ideas. So yeah, for example, me, having good time outside playing tennis table with or table tennis with my friends can make me happy. What about you guys?
When I drawing.
Drawing, okay, that's relaxing. So this is Layla or Sarah?
I am Sarah.
Okay, I'll try to remember your voice. Now, Layla, what do you have in mind?
My family.
Your family makes you happy. Okay, that's good. Thank you, guys. And sorry to say guys, I mean, just, I don't mean by it boys. I mean, guys, it's like an expression, right? Okay, now, here, let's work on this exercise. You can do it pretty fast, I'm sure. You have here, like, you need to complete the phrases 1 to 5. For example, we don't say to have shopping, we say to go shopping, right? We say to go on a holiday, and we say to go for a walk. So you have here like 4 other verbs: eat, have, play, and spend. And you have 4 other categories of potential phrases. Go ahead, please do them fast, and then we will do them together. You can see them clearly, right?
Yes.
Great.
We are done.
Great. Interesting. Okay, let's do it together. So, time with family, money, and time alone. Which one would you take?
Spend.
Yeah, that's correct. We say to spend time with family, money, and time alone. What about the third category? Out with friends, good food?
Eat.
Yeah, we eat with friends or out or good food as well. Nice. I like that. I want to try 3. Okay. Okay, so next one. Time of a barbecue or a party?
Have.
That's right. To have. I believe one of you is only answering, and is this Layla? Okay. Now, what about the last one? We say to play sport, musical instrument, or games. Thank you. By the way, if you want, like this time, it's okay. You can just write the answers down on a piece of paper and just feel free. But for next time, I'd advise you to print the book. If you couldn't follow up this week, it's okay for the next week. So you can ask for the book from like the language school, from Yildiz. You can just tell them we need the book and they will forward it to you. I'm not sure if they will be able to send it to you as a PDF form or this is like all related to them. So just communicate with them and tell them that you need the book. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Now it's time for us to read. So yes, let me see who can read. And let's read the magazine article. We have here a magazine article. It's a short article. And while we read, we need to just pick up on some stuff here. We need to know which of these things do you do already and which could you do more of. So yeah, just let's see here, the 7 secrets of happiness. Before we start, what do you think are the 7 secrets of happiness? Any ideas?
Family.
Okay, other things than family.
Playing.
Playing, all right. Any other thoughts, perhaps? Okay, no problem. So let's get started. Who wants to read? It's not gonna be difficult. Okay, I want to read. I will start by me, but then you will read, okay? So everyone has a different idea of what happiness is, but most of us want to be happier. So what can we learn from looking at the habits of happy people? Here are 7 things to make you happy. 1, sleep more. Most people don't sleep enough. If you want to feel good about life, then try to sleep for at least 7 hours a night. That's a good advice. I really feel happier when I sleep more. 2, do some exercise. You don't need to run for 20 kilometers or go to the gym every night, but a small amount of exercise will help you feel happy. Go for a short 10 to 15 minute walk somewhere beautiful. It walks up your brain. Okay, now I will read one more. Okay, give to others. Research shows that giving money or time to help others makes you feel happier. Buying someone an unexpected present or spending some time doing voluntary work will give you a feeling of joy. Do you understand, guys? Do you have any new vocabulary here?
No.
They're all good. Okay. Then Layla, please start reading from 4.
Be interested, love what you do, and try to learn something new. People who are serious and learn new things experience feelings of satisfaction, satisfaction and happiness.
Thank you. Sarah, read for us number 5, please.
Spend time with family and friends. This is probably the most important thing you can do. People who have a strong network of social
relationships
are not just happier, they live longer too.
Interesting. So yeah, spending time with family and friends. All right. Now let's move on to 6. I will read again. Focus on the moment. Try to find opportunities each day to enjoy this small thing in life. Spend a little time on your own and just enjoy the moment. So here I just have one word that our friend here I believe she thought it's serious, but it's not. It's curious. And do you know the meaning of this word?
No.
Being curious, it's like you're excited to learn about new things, okay?
Okay.
Great. Now, who wants to read for us number 7? Smile.
I will read.
Okay, go ahead.
Smile. Smile more even when you are feeling sad. Smiling can actually make you feel better. People who post big smiley photos of themselves on Facebook actually feel happier because they see the photo every day and it reminds them of happy times.
I don't really fully agree with them about Facebook, but I don't know. So interesting 7 facts. And by the way, your language sounds really good. I believe that you worked on English well in your English classes, and yeah, it feels really good to that you fully understand what I'm telling you in English. So yes, interesting. Sleep more, do some exercise, give to others, be interested, spend time with family and friends, focus longer on the moment, and smile. Interesting points of view, or interesting 7 secrets of happiness. So which one of them, or which ones of them do you do in your life, and which one could you do more? Okay. No ideas? So which of the 7 ideas do you think are the most important or the least important for you? Do you have any other ideas that you need to, or you include if we are talking about being happy? You can look at them all over again. No ideas, Layla and Sarah? Go ahead, Leila. Okay, I'm listening to you.
Spend time with family.
This is the most important one.
Yes.
Okay. You really like your family.
Yes.
That's good. What about you, Sarah?
Do some exercise.
Do some exercise. That's an important one too. Thank you. Okay, thanks for sharing. Right, so interesting. Now let's move on to some grammar. So I want you here to read the questions and think about your answers. So here we're going to work on question forms, okay? So please read the questions and think of an answer for you. All right, any answers? All right, let's work on them together. So how many hours do you usually sleep? Me, 7. Or
6.
okay. If I want to make it a full form, I can answer with I sleep for 7 hours. All right. What about are you good at sport? I'm not that good at sport. What about you guys?
No.
Not really. Okay. How much time do you spend doing exercise? Where do you go? I like walking around the park, but I believe it's not an ideal idea to do in Saudi Arabia. It's very hot there, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. So what do you really, or yeah, what do you do that really interests you? What is the thing that really makes you interested to be doing? Reading, writing, learning languages,
Drawing.
drawing. Okay. I believe Layla, or Sarah, the one who said drawing. Which one said drawing?
I'm Leila.
Okay. What about Sarah? What do you enjoy doing?
Play with my brothers.
Oh, play with your brothers. Okay. Family time. Okay. So, okay. Let's see the last question, or before the last. When did you last learn something new? Me, the last thing I did learning something new was my German language course. What about you guys?
In school.
What did you learn?
Math and biology, physics.
Okay, interesting. So, what small things in life do you enjoy? We can skip on that question. Now, we have here a table, like in fact, there are 2 tables. And I want you to look at them and to complete the questions in the table. So there is something missing in every question. Please have a look at them and find to me what is missing there. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, please. Good job, everyone. Okay. Did you do it? All right, let me do it with you. Now, so the question here, where you go. We need something, well, a question is made up of a question word, which is usually a WH word, an auxiliary, which is a helping verb, a subject, and then verb one. So where you go. What is missing there?
Do.
Where did you, or where do you go? Or yeah, where do you go? Yeah, but this is of course a question about something in general. What about the second question? It's about the past. Did here we have. So did you last learn something new? What is missing here?
When?
Yeah, when. That's right. You can also ask with where. Where did you learn something new? Both correct. So it's just important to understand the structure. We have a question word, then we have an auxiliary plus an auxiliary, then we have a subject, which is the doer of the action, and then we have verb one, which is called infinitive, verb without any, additions. Sometimes, or you can even like have a complement after the verb as well. Look, something new here, for example. All right, now, questions with be. We have questions with verb to be, and verb to be, as you remember, is am, is, are in the present. Let me write them. Let me write them clearly. So they are am, is, are in the present, and was or were in the past. Do you remember them?
Yes.
Great. So here we have a missing question word and a missing helping verb, be. But here you have another one. Please, can you help me to find what is the missing question word here?
Where?
Where were you? Or where we have something missing here. You can say, where are you good at sport, right? Let me write it for you. It's just the entire idea is about forming questions, right? So here are the answers. You can also write them down for you to, to fill them in when you have your books. So it's just the point of where to put the question words, where to put the auxiliary, which is after the question word, and then the subject, and then verb one. So here we have like just two rules. I will help you to just to have in mind. So now we have rule number one. They're telling us in questions with auxiliaries like do, does, did, before, and before or after the subject. Of course, we have it before the subject, right? And in questions with be, we put am, is, are, again, or was or were, again before the subject. Look here, for example, where were you? Where were you? You see, question word, be, subject, and the rest of the sentence. If you have another auxiliary, it would be the same. Okay, so far so good. Did you understand? This is the meaning of so far so good. It means like everything is fine.
Yes.
Good. Good. Okay. We are all fine. All right. So okay. Let's see. We have the language bank now. So just before we go to the language bank, it's on another page. We're going to go there and we're gonna work on some grammar related to forming questions in general. Let's have our 10 minutes of break and come back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's have our 10 minutes of break and I'll see you after 10 minutes. Right, everyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So before the break, we were discussing how to form questions. And I told you that we have to follow something called question form. The question form is like, it's something easy. It's a form that we put the question word first, then an auxiliary or a helping verb. Then you need to put the subject and eventually you need to put the infinitive, which is verb 1. Sorry. Verb 1. Okay, so now it's time to learn more about the question forms and practice more as well. So let's go to page 128, 9-8. And yes, we're gonna have this language bank, which is an amazing way to learn about the grammar of our book for every single unit. So as you know, today's lesson is unit 1.1, and we have what we call question forms. Right, so we have more than one question. Let's agree on that. First, we have something called yes/no questions. And those questions, they only require an answer of yes or no, nothing more than that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for questions in the present and the past, we put an auxiliary, and that auxiliary is like a helping verb. For example, do, does, did, have, has. There are many others, and we put it where? Before the subject. And here in the yes/no questions, there is no WH word, no need. For example, does he live here? The answer for this is either yes, he does, you use the same verb that they use, or no, he doesn't or does not. There is no other way to answer. You don't need to continue. You don't need to tell if you know where he lives, but it's just here, this is the question for yes or no. If they want you to tell them where does he live, they would just say, where does he live? Okay, so yes/no questions, they don't need WH words, they use auxiliary verbs to form the question, and by doing so, you can answer with yes, comma, the subject and the verb that they asked was, or no, comma, the subject and the verb they asked with plus not. Is everything good? So this is another example. Is he married? No, he isn't. Or if you want to say yes, you would say yes, he is. And that's only. Is everything good for yes/no questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, we are good. Now WH questions, different kind of questions. For this kind of questions, we need the WH words. And of course, for every WH word, there is a job. So for example, where, which is asking you, like, which asks for place, you know, like location, we would put it at the beginning. For example, where does he live? Okay, where does he live? You can see here a question word first, then auxiliary, like do, does, or did, a subject, and eventually an infinitive. So another example would be like, when do you see your parents? Can you see here? They used a WH word, a auxiliary subject, and a verb or a complement. Why did they phone me? All right. So again, examples for WH word. The WH words can be like, available here. Here we have sometimes the verbs in the ing or nouns or adjectives. So you can ask like, but here you need be. By the way, when you're asking with be, it's either you're asking using the present continuous, which is like the second question, or present or past. If you're having the verb be in the past, it can be a past continuous. Or if you're asking with be as a main verb, you're asking about a person or an adjective. So this is an example. Why are you sad? Here you're asking about the adjective of that person being sad. Or you can say, for example, are you tall? For example, you're asking if that person is tall or not. Here again, you're asking about the adjective or the noun. But when you ask and you put the verb in the ing using be, here you're using the form of the verb with the tense, like in the present continuous or in the past continuous. So far, so good. Do we have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, I might I feel like this is easy for you, but it's okay because you're gonna have like in the coming units, you're going to have more complicated grammar. They just love to start a little bit easy with you, and yeah, honestly, me too. So yeah. All right, so we use who for people, right? Who is your boss? I'm asking about a person. We use where, what for? For places. Where is the bathroom? I want to know where is the location of the bathroom, okay? And we use what for things, okay? Or which for things, both of them. So what music do you like? I'm asking about music, I think. Which do you prefer, football or rugby? I'm asking about a sport. We also use when for time, like when do you want to meet? Okay, we use how much for frequency as well. This is very important. Students at this level really make mistakes with this. So how often? We use it for frequency. We're asking about how many times. Like for example, how often do you go to English lessons? Once a week, twice a week. Asking about, how often, the frequency, how many times this thing is happening. This is the meaning of how often. So we use how long for length and distances, sometimes a length of time. So how long does the lesson last? Maybe 40 minutes or something. Okay, is everything good so far?
Yes.
We also have something called how much, and we use it with, like for quantity, but much is for uncountable nouns, okay? How much does this cost? So we're asking here about money. Money is an uncountable noun. You can't say how many money, you would say how much money, right? But we use many with countable nouns. How many brothers do you have? We use why for reasons. Why are you studying English? And we use what time for time. So what time do you start work? Now we have a note which has a limited number of possible answers. So let's see this example. Which do you want? The red or the blue jumper? So it has like two answers possible. It's gonna be either red or blue. But look at the question with what. What music do you like? Here you have large number of possible answers. You can tell me like 10 types. Okay, are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Now it's time to practice. It's time for you to practice, not just to listen. Okay, so we have here in the next page, we have question A. I want you here to please complete the sentences with the WH or like, yes, complete the questions either with WH words or any other question words, okay? Go ahead, please. Have you finished, guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it together. All right, so who wants to do number one?
I will do it.
Go ahead, please.
How many?
Continue, read the entire question, please. How many?
How many states are there in USA?
Okay, good. Can you answer number two as well?
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Yes, who was the first person to walk on the moon? Thank you. Now, this was Layla, right?
Yes.
Now it's Sarah. Okay, can you answer three, please?
What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Do you know the Mediterranean Sea?
No.
Well, Syria and Lebanon has the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
You know, did you know now where it is?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Thank you. So we can use which or what, both correct. Now, my turn is H2O. So, okay. What is H2O? Can you answer these questions, by the way? Maybe some of them. All right, who wants to do number 5 for me, please?
I will do it.
Go ahead, please.
When did the Berlin Wall come down?
When did the Berlin Wall come down? That's correct. Berlin Wall. Have you ever heard of Berlin Wall?
No.
Well, there was Eastern Germany and Western Germany, and the capital was divided between the Russians and the Americans. And there was a wall between them. And then I believe in the 1989, they just destroyed that wall and it became all over one city again. Okay, now who can do the next one? Is Lake Wanaka. I can do it. Where is Lake Wanaka? Now I need someone to do the other question. Country is famous for samba.
Which country is famous for samba?
That's correct. Thank you. And who wants to do the last question?
How long is the river Nile?
That's correct. How is the river Nile? And the river Nile is in, do you know where it is? It's in Egypt.
Yes.
It's in Egypt. Okay. Now. How many questions of those can you answer from your own information? Like, do you know how many states are there in the United States? Or do you know who was the first person to walk on the moon? You know what? It's okay if you don't know, because here you have the like the questions A to, or like you have the questions 1 to 8 and you have answers A to H. So what I want you to do is to match A to H with questions 1 to 8. Go ahead, please. Have you finished? Do you need my help? Okay, let's do it together. Hello there.
Yes.
All right, let's do it together. So, number 1, how many states are there in the United States or in the USA?
50.
50, that's correct. Bravo, that's a correct answer, E. All right, who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong, yes, that's correct. Yeah, he was the first man to walk on the moon. And what is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Brazil.
Celsi. It's a big Italian island, okay? This is H. And what is H2O? That's an easy
Water.
Yeah, water, that's correct. It's F. When did the Berlin Wall come down?
9 November 18.
1989. Yes, I
1989.
believe I told you that information. Yes, I helped you with that. All right. Okay, so when where is Lake Wanaka?
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand, that's correct, D. And which country is famous for samba?
Brazil.
Brazil, correct. Samba. And how long is the River Nile? That's a difficult answer. That's a difficult question. And I believe you can eliminate all of them and you will find G. 6,695. Okay, now the last question in the language bank here. I want you to find the mistake or find and correct the mistake. There is a mistake in each sentence, okay? There is a mistake in each sentence. Here, you have 8 sentences. And then we will just go to speaking and we will be just okay for today. Today we can finish earlier because it's the first day. We just got to know each other and you still don't have the book. So just today we can finish earlier, just today. But before we finish, we need to finish here and we have another 2 exercises to finish in the unit. So please find the mistakes here and then we will correct them together. Okay, let's do it together, guys. So let's find out what is the problem with question 1. How much this cost? What do we need here?
How much is this cost?
Does this cost? How much does this cost? Next one. You have any brothers or sisters?
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
That's correct. Do you have any brothers or sisters? What time starts the film?
What time starts the film?
What film does the film start? Does the film start. Okay. How often do you playing football?
How often do you play football?
Yes, how often do you play football? That's correct. Who your new teacher is?
Who is your new teacher?
That's correct. Who is your new teacher? And do you want to come and have a pizza? Oh, sorry, I think I just corrected it. So it is, do you want to come and have a pizza? Why don't you liking grammar?
Why you don't like grammar?
Why don't you like grammar? Where do you go on holiday last year? Where you go on holiday last year? Where, what?
Where did you go on holiday last year?
That's correct. Where did you go on holiday last year? And that's correct. We corrected all of them. And that's very good. We are very good. Do you have any questions here?
No.
Good. Okay. Now, let's go back here and here. Yeah. Here we have to put the words in the correct order and add an auxiliary verb or to be to make questions. So I want you to look at the questions 1 to 7 and make them, or they're like mixed here. I want you to make them as questions. Okay, guys, go ahead. I'll give you half a minute to do it. Okay. Have you finished them?
No.
Okay, take your time. Okay, guys, let's do it together. So who can do for me number 1?
How many people are in your family?
That's correct. What about number 2?
How often do you see your parents?
Very correct. I will do number 3 for you guys. Do you enjoy spending time with your family? And sorry, who was answering? Layla?
I answered number 1, and
Okay.
Sarah answered number 2.
Okay, guys, I can't differentiate between your voices. Someone, please, someone do number 4.
When was your last family celebration?
Yes, when was your last family celebration? And 5 would be, who did you live with? Now, someone please go ahead for 6 as well.
How often do you eat out with friends?
That's very correct. The last question would be like, where does your best friend live? And I will share you the answers here so you can see them in writing if you want to write them down or something. Okay, so we can finish up early today, but usually we will finish at 10. We have 2 hours for like X2 a week, so that would be like 4. In fact, they are 6 hours because every 40 minutes is a, like a lesson. So yeah, but this time we can finish up. We can just finish earlier because I know that you don't have books and it's just that's the first lesson. So it's okay. Today it's okay. But tomorrow and for like, the rest of the course, we will not finish early. All right. So do you have any questions for today?
No.
No.
All right. Okay. So today you don't have also any homework, but usually you will. Tomorrow we're going to cover 1.2, and if we had enough time, we'll cover as well 1.3. If you need the books, please contact the lady in the, like the language school. She's gonna help you with it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then. Take care, everyone. Bye for today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.